the hate army troll.
It's the hate army,
bro. Hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
There's one negative about today. I have absolutely no idea why, but I woke up this morning with my post-nasal drip going absolutely crazy. Like, it would not stop. And I was like, what is happening here? It was really frustrating. My throat was completely, like, gunked up and filled with gunk, and it was just drip, drip, drip. Like, oh, my God. So I took an allergy pill this morning in the middle of October to try to get this to stop. I'm waiting for it to kick in. I had it about a half an hour ago. And I'm hoping that it does take effect. Man, I hate it. I hate having, gross medical conditions, honestly. And this is one of the ones that is just annoying because I can't really help it. I wake up sometimes randomly with it. What caused it? I don't know. I was asleep. How the hell would I know what would have caused it, It's not like we have abnormal amounts of dust or dander in the house right now. We don't. I have the best air filters you can buy for my furnace, filtering the air in the house overnight. I don't know. It's just an annoying thing. So, you might hear me clearing my throat a lot today and stuff. Sucks. I hope that the allergy pill will kick in and stop it, because it is very frustrating, okay? Anyway, so, I do have an important update regarding Modern Warfare 3's beta that I played last night, and I really need feedback on this, because I'm kind of confused, torn, and I don't really know what to do. So obviously, I will be able to get some feedback today live, and also from those of you who watch this on demand. I would absolutely love feedback, because I am honestly very confused about what's going on right now with this beta, okay? Or the game in general, I guess I should say. So, I actually really loved it, and if you don't know, some of the music I played to this day on my podcast, pre-stream and all that, is from Modern Warfare 2. You got I Spawn, I Die, the dual shotties. That's me playing on Rust in the original Modern Warfare 2 in 2009. And then also there's quotes in there, like, have a burger, bitch. That's a different map when you shoot a grill and it explodes. That should be in this game. The kill streak I go on in that song, which is, can't stop, won't stop, don't know how to stop, and then, they stopped me, because I had a crazy kill streak. That was also on Terminal in the original Modern Warfare 2. So, what's crazy about that is that, there's stuff that I have in my content related to the original Modern Warfare 2. That's how prominent it was back in the day for me and my content. And now here they are. They've actually remade it now, but they're calling it Modern Warfare 3. I don't know why. You figure it out. Why didn't they just do this last year? I have no idea. It's weird because now I kind of feel like last year's Modern Warfare 2 was just a waste of time. Like, last night, I was playing this game. And, first of all, I was playing it on PS5, and someone made a recommendation. They said, why don't you play this at 120 field of view? Because you're playing it on PS5, you should have the capability of doing that. So I did. I also turned on Tactical Sprint, which means you literally run full speed forever. And I'm playing it like this, and the game feels crazy full of adrenaline. Like, it's insane. It's like you're constantly moving at full speed. You're constantly, doing everything. It's wild how fast-paced the game is now. And the funny part about it is I'm playing on these maps, and I'm like, these feel so familiar. Because even though they're not exactly the same as the original maps from 2009, they're close. It's the base level design, and what they've done is they've added new corridors, new peaking spots, and, all these different ways to maneuver around the maps. So, it's not exactly the same, but you feel that feeling of familiarity when you're playing this beta, right? And was it accurate all the time? No, it wasn't. And of course, when you're in the beta, you're just unlocking basic weapons. The best weapons are still locked. So I'm probably, I don't have attachments or anything unlocked for the weapon. So obviously I'm just flubbing it. It's not like this is going to be representative of what the gameplay will be in the end or anything like that. But I'm playing this beta, and at first I'm like, okay, we're back. Look how chaotic and weird and wild it is. And then as I start to remember the maps, I started to actually enjoy myself a bit. And I was like, whoa, like, this actually is pretty darn fun, because I feel so, like, nostalgic to me. I feel like I'm 14 years ago as an early YouTuber playing Modern Warfare 2 again as I play this. It's pretty insane. So I start to go crazy, of course. And, was I doing great? No. I was doing all right. I was usually in, like, the top 3 of the leaderboards when I was playing and stuff like that. So then, last match, okay, I go on a crazy kill streak. I unlock the highest level perk you can even get. The highest level kill streak you can get in the beta is Juggernaut. And I go Juggernaut mode. And Juggernaut mode in this game is ridiculous. So you become an insane monster tank, like the Hulk, okay? You have crazy armor. You have a shield, a riot shield. Now, apparently you can only either have the riot shield out or a shotgun. That's it. So I start charging at everybody. And I literally take out like 5 to 7 people as the Juggernaut because they don't know what the hell's going on. They're shooting me, nothing works. One guy threw a drone. I deflected the drone with my riot shield. It was like, ba-ding. He was like, what the hell? I just kept crushing people with the shield, right? It's like, this is insane. I was like, it's fun as shit, though. Like, it's ridiculously overpowered. I think for a fact that's going to be a major problem in the real game. But I'm just having a ton of fun with this, right? So, by the way, I think I should call this out and be fair. Attendance last night was great. We had between 400 to 500 viewers on a random late night stream. I usually don't get that many. I'll get that for like a new release game during daytime streams. I almost never get that many viewers on a late stream. All right? People were talking and chatting it up and talking about the game. They were engaged. They were actually having a good time. That was great. All right? So, overall, attendance was good. People were engaged. I was enjoying the game. And I was shocked because I was like, this is just going to be Modern Warfare 2 from last year again. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think it was. I think this is what Modern Warfare 2 should have been last year. Like, it feels more fun, and it feels familiar to me, because I love the original Modern Warfare 2 so much that this kind of resonated with me. I almost feel like this game, this Modern Warfare 3, is meant as a way to lure in people from back in the day. People who used to like Call of Duty and haven't played it in ages, but now you're trying to tempt everyone to come back to play those maps that they love and they know from back in the day. Of course, there's going to be more modern elements and things like that, right? So, I played it, and admittedly, I was surprised because I went into it with the mentality thinking this is going to be the same as last year's game, and it's not going to feel good, and I'm not going to want to play it anymore. And by the end of the night, I realized I had a ton of fun. I was like, dude, that last 2 hours, I had so much fun. And you want to know the truth? I wish I could have played longer. But I had to do a private React video last night for a patron. So I didn't have opportunity to go late or anything. I had to get out of here. And so I actually was like, wow, I'm shocked. I did not think I would have had that much fun playing this beta the way I did. Okay? Now, we also have to be transparent and honest in all ways. Did I enjoy it? I absolutely did. Did the viewers enjoy it? They certainly seemed to. But something happened that just wasn't correlating. And this I really need your feedback on today on the show. Was this a one-off night of bad luck? Was this a special circumstance? Or is this going to be par for the course? What do I mean? Last night's Call of Duty stream was the lowest supported stream that I've done in weeks, if not months. Okay? Basically, everyone was there to watch, but absolutely no one was really supporting the stream. We had a few super chats and one major tip of $10, and that was about it. So, even though I was having tons of fun and engaged, I was doing well, entertaining everyone with kill streaks and kind of going ham. I had a joke about 2 coffees and stuff like that. It was pretty fun. The support was terrible. Okay? Now, it could be many different factors, right? It was just one-off night. It's not a big deal, right? Maybe that's all it was. Maybe it was just a night where it just wasn't going to happen for whatever reason. It didn't matter what game I was going to play. It was just going to be a slow support night. And that's fine if that's the case. But if this is basically a way of people telling me, hey, we wanted to check it out to see what it was, and after watching you play it, we determined it's not anything special, therefore we're not going to support it because we don't want to see it to continue, right? Maybe that's what it was, and I don't know. You see, here's the thing. We are now in the midst of the busiest gaming season of the year. There's no way I can even play every single game that's out right now. I've even told you guys, like, this coming week, I think I'm going to skip Lords of the Fallen to make room to finish other games and then play Lords of the Fallen in November when I'll have a lot more time to just focus on it. Modern Warfare 3 will be coming out November 10th. That's the same exact week as Like a Dragon Gaiden. That's the same exact week that I was planning on maybe starting Lords of the Fallen. Okay? So, the question here is, did people like it or not? And it's hard to read. I honestly don't know at this point, because my philosophy has always been the following. If I am putting out content that I'm entertained when I'm making it, and I'm entertaining you guys through making it, then going hand in hand with that great experience is going to be support. If people like what they see, they're going to support it, correct? Last night, it seemed like all the feedback I was getting on that stream was, we like what we see. But then how is it the slowest supported stream in ages? It doesn't seem to make sense unless it was just one night of bad luck. I don't know. I honestly have no idea what was the message there, okay? So the question is, what do I do? All right? And I don't know, honestly, how to move forward. So here's the deal. I have the opportunity to play the beta again tomorrow. Okay, it runs today, tomorrow, and, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It's a 3-day open beta, 8th through the 10th, okay? And so, what I'm debating is, should I play this again and give it a second shot? Because I had a lot of fun with it, and I'll be honest, I actually feel like I want to play it again. I liked it that much that I kind of want to play it again, all right? But there's many factors involved here. Factor number one, will I actually finish the Resident Evil 4 DLC and Lies of P today? If I do, then my schedule is free enough that I will have opportunity that I could do whatever I want on tomorrow night's late stream, including more of this beta, okay? But if I end up not finishing up one of those games today and I need more time, then I need Tuesday night stream for that. So really, the first thing is, I don't even know if I'm going to have a free stream to play this beta again, because I don't know how today's going to go. So directly dependent on how today goes will determine if I have the freedom to do what I want tomorrow. Let's assume I do finish both the Resident Evil 4 DLC and Lies of P today. If that's the case, then tomorrow's daytime stream will be Assassin's Creed Mirage, continuing on, which I'm excited for. I actually enjoyed the stream the other day. The game opened up. We're doing content in the order we want, so it's going really well, okay? And then, on Tuesday night, I will play the Modern Warfare 3 beta again. Okay? Fair enough? We'll see what happens, though. Now, Dan the Man says, any thoughts on doing a GoFundMe to get a new PC? Okay, I've talked about this many times. All right? Allow me to address it again. All right? I have no doubt that if I ever were to do a special fundraiser or a GoFundMe or whatever it may be, I probably wouldn't even do a GoFundMe. We'd just do like a special fundraiser stream or something, right? That if I did one, we would actually hit a goal and I'd be able to get a new PC. I'm 100% sure of it because you guys are so supportive. But I understand that you guys are not an endless well. You understand? Like, you're not a bottomless pit of financial, support. I know that. You're normal people just like me, right? So, the thing is, I know that if I were to do that, what would ended up happening is then support would probably be very slow and or dry up for like a month or two after. Because people already gave as much as they could for this PC, and then we're stuck, right? That is kind of the endless problem with being crowdfunded like me, is that I understand that I have a limited amount of support that I can get from my viewer base. It's unfair to be asking for someone to completely empty their pockets so I can get a new PC. Here's the deal. If my PC broke, right, or was on its last legs, and I could no longer make content, and then I said, can you guys help me right now to figure this situation out because I'm desperate and we need help for it, that would make sense, right? But take a look. Like, in the last year, my content quality has gone up, correct? Like, the visuals are better. The lighting is better. The quality of the on-demand videos is better. The quality of the streams is better. Everything is better. Do we really need an upgrade right now? I would argue right now we're pretty good. Like, we can almost do everything that I would want to do. A few limitations here or there, but for the most part, we're good, right? Like, I'm not, like, a year or two ago, I was in a much worse position where it looked like everything was so falling apart and outdated, but now the things that were kind of falling apart have been fixed or replaced. The only roadblock is the PC. That's it. Like, everything else has kind of been dealt with, right? It's just the PC. Of course, that's the most expensive part. That's the biggest problem. But that's the thing. I wouldn't want to all of a sudden be like, so I've decided now is the time to get the new PC, everyone. Big marathon event going on. We're going to do it. It's going to be a big fundraiser to buy this new PC and all of that. You know, please be supportive or whatever. And then what happens is I get the new PC and it's great, but now no one can support, you know, the streams moving forward for like 2 months, and now I'm screwed. I can't make the money to pay my bills and stuff because I bought a PC. You understand? So I wouldn't want to do that. Plus, like I said, I would feel kind of like being, what's the word? Disingenuous. Like right now, I know I don't absolutely need it. Eventually I will, but right now I don't absolutely need it. So why am I going to ask that of my viewers if I don't really need it? You know, years ago, when I was in the midst of a bankruptcy, I had to do marathons frequently to make money, to pay bills, to get by. I don't want to go back there. I don't want anyone to make a correlation. Oh God, Phil's going back to his old ways where every month he's running a marathon fundraiser with a goal and he tries to make all this money. That's really not the goal. That's not the point anymore. You see, when I do a marathon now, it's just for fun. That's it. It's just for fun. I don't even care what I make during a marathon. It's just to have a good time with you guys. I like that. I like the fact that I'm out of those darker times of my life and I'm not back in that situation. So if I were to do something like that, it would have to be for something really a concerning need, right? Because that's the thing. If you're constantly asking, and it becomes a constant, then it doesn't feel needed or special or important, correct? Like you guys know daily, I have goals I set, things that I like to do. I don't have to hit them every day, but as long as in general support's coming in, that's great, right? But if I was here every single day, and if I was yelling and screaming about being upset because I didn't actually hit my goal, oh my God, I didn't hit my goal, how dare you, right? People wouldn't care anymore. They'd be like, what the fuck? What's your problem? It's all you talking about constantly. I don't want to be like that. So my feeling is if I were to do a GoFundMe for a PC or whatever, people would say, he's gone back to his old ways. He's you know, doing these marathons asking for money again and shit, and we thought we were past that. And honestly, I feel like I am past that. I don't want to go back there. So I guess we'll have to see what happens, all right? The way I see it, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. So why push the problem at this point, you know? If it becomes a problem, if this PC is showing signs of that, it's on its way out now, you know, then yeah, then we'll probably do something. But right now I'm not seeing that, so. Okay. So there you go. All right. It is time for some shout-outs. All right. So as you guys know, as I've already mentioned, I'm an independent dude. I don't have any product placements. I don't have any advertising for other companies. I don't get paid to play specific games, which is why you don't see me play 100 indie games you never heard of on the channel just to get a paycheck. I don't run many or any ads on my channel that I can help it. Usually I take like one ad break an entire stream. I do all this for a reason, all right? Because I want to put out the best content for you that's meaningful. I control the level of advertisement on my streams to be minimal. I hope that the truthfulness, the level of honesty about what I say about games and content that I put out is meaningful to you. And if you find this content, this curated content designed specifically for you as meaningful as such, I would hope that you would reciprocate and support said content. You know, I've been around for 15 years. A lot of my contemporaries have either faded into obscurity and they're gone, or they had to completely sell out. And I haven't had to do either of those things, thankfully, because of your support. So if you still enjoy what I do on a daily basis, right, please support it in one of the following ways. Liking the streams, liking the videos, engaging with the content, which means talking with me, leaving comments on the videos. That engagement is key. It brings more people to the channel, especially during this very busy gaming time of the year. So if you like the content, please support it. Please engage with it. Okay? That's number one. Number two, things during live streams that you can do to support. Well, you can do a super chat or a super sticker. Both ways to contribute through the chat. You get a nice highlighted message. I'll give it a shout out. A membership or a gifted membership to the community. These are key to the success of the channel. And you get tons of benefits right now, including access to a ridiculous amount of emotes, the ability to nominate games at a priority level for the Halloween Marathon coming up, a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter. You can ignore the slow mode rules of the chat. There's tons of benefits to being a channel member, okay? Sadly, we just lost a ton. Take a look. We lost like 50 members overnight. Apparently, there was a giant bomb of members last month. They expired. Get fucked. That definitely sets the channel back. So it'd be great today if you're enjoying the content, if you could support the channel in some way. A great way would be to give some memberships to the community. There'll be a lot of people around who are willing to accept said memberships, and I'm sure they would appreciate them, okay? If you're watching on demand, you could always leave a super thanks on a video that's eligible. This is a highlighted comment with obviously some kind of monetary contribution attached to it. If I see a super thanks on a video, I always am sure to like it and thumbs it up, favorite it, and respond to it to say thank you. And then, of course, there's tips. Tips are direct contributions to my PayPal, and these help the stream in a big way. Number one, right now, I have to spend a ridiculous amount of money in the next couple of months on all these big new releases. This is the biggest, busiest time of the year for games. It's also the most expensive. So tips directly aid with that effort. Number two, tips I get right away. I can spend them on a new game or a bill or grocery shopping or whatever I need to spend it on immediately. So that's why tips are such a great way to contribute. Number three, I get the most out of tips. As opposed to other methods of contribution, which are all still well and good, I get more of what you tip me than anything else because there's middlemen involved who all take a cut, and with tips, there's the least amount of stuff taken out. So again, it's another way to support this channel in a big way, and that's why, because tips are so important and prominent, I do special goals. For example, 50 bucks raised on a stream, put on Gunner glasses. At $100, you get to vote for a silly hat for me to wear. I have tons of them in that closet to choose from. At the top level, tier level, you could vote on a silly vest for me to wear. Here's the good news. The hot weather's done. Finally. So now we should be moving forward all with cool weather. All right. And anything would be eligible. Any hat, any vest. It's not like, oh, it's so hot I can't wear a nice vest anymore. I got to wear a light one. No, everything's eligible now moving forward, hopefully for the rest of the season. So that's good news, right? So please consider contributing, supporting the channel. Tipping is a great way to do it. Thanks in advance to anyone who supports. So here's my goals. My goal for the week was 650 members, but that's when I was at like 620 something. I don't really think we're going to get 75, 80 members by the end of the week. I'm just being honest. So I would like to maybe get it back to around 600 and then go from there. So please consider becoming a member or gifting some memberships. That's kind of my preliminary goal for the week. And then the other goal is every stream to try to hit the tier 1 tips goal. Last night, we did not do that, not even close with the Call of Duty stream. So it'll be great to get the momentum back today and start hitting those goals again. Thank you in advance to anyone who contributes in any way. Okay. Shout out to all of my ooses. By the way, I was thinking about this last night. I had an idea. So bear with me. We're currently on the 9th of October. This month has 31 days. Here's what I'm thinking. About halfway through the month, I might switch up the animations. I might make it that the high-end animations that you guys have only seen like once this month, I'll make the low-end animations, and then flip these low-end animations to be the higher-end animations. Because you guys have seen a ton of Frankenphil, the Jurassic Park animation, and the Chucky animation. But you've only seen the Dracula animation once, and you've only seen the Beetlejuice animation once. And I feel like those are getting basically not used. And I don't like that because I think they're amazing animations. So I think around the middle of the month, like around the 15th-ish, I might flip them around, and then you'll see those more often. But you guys got to remind me, because if you don't remind me, I will forget. I know I will. So please remind me around the middle of the month about that. And I would like to maybe do that so you could see the other ones. Because the thing is, a lot of time and effort was put into making them. And it's kind of messed up. If we only get to see them like once or twice all month, that's kind of shitty. I would much rather have you guys see them than have them be unused, you see? So, there you go. Of course, if someone were to tip $50 or $100, we'd see those right now today, and that would be really, really cool because they're really good animations. But I don't know who said that. Who said that? I don't know who said that. Like a very creepy breeze, like a ghost on the wind, just blew into my mic and said something. I don't know who said that. It must have been the ghost of Ebenezer Scrooge saying that, right? Anyway, all right. So that's what I've got so far. Is there a surgery for postnasal drip? Not to my knowledge. There's nothing foolproof now. No. And by the way, unlike other surgeries, the surgery would be considered completely optional. Therefore, health insurance wouldn't even cover it. Okay? Like, for example, if I had a debilitating injury and I went to a doctor and I had to have a surgery to fix it, that's covered by health insurance, at least to some extent. But this would be something they consider, well, postnasal drip isn't something that ruins your life. It's not life-threatening. Therefore, health insurance would never cover it. They would tell you, much like cosmetic surgery or dental surgery or things like that, oh, that's just cosmetic, so you have to pay for it, right? Well, I can't, I can't pay for it. So, not much I can do. Couldn't I claim it messes with my sleep? The thing is, it usually doesn't. Like, there'll be mornings when I wake up, and, like today, and it's like a faucet is running down the back of my throat, and my throat is completely full of gunk, and I'm like, oh my God. But I can still sleep. Like, it's not like I'm not getting sleep because of it. You know what I'm saying? So, again, unless it becomes a situation where my life is dramatically affected in a negative way, or it becomes life-threatening, and I can prove that to, say, a doctor that can then vouch for something, and you know what I mean? From what I'm going to understand, there is a surgery that people have used. It's not foolproof. It doesn't necessarily work for everyone. And so because of that, just off the bat, it probably wouldn't even be approved by, a fucking, health insurance board to say, oh yeah, we'll pay for that surgery or whatever, Let's see here. I just got a $1.30 tip. Someone completely being insulting. Would you ever rebrand your underperforming React channel into a politics channel for the new year? No. First of all, what's hilarious is you say it's underperforming. On what scale are you judging that? Because you have to understand something, all right? Success is not based off of YouTube views. If that were the case, some of the dumbest people on the planet are successful. I don't even believe that. I just think, YouTube views is based on so many silly things that it doesn't matter. Views have never mattered to me whatsoever since the moment that my contract with Machinima changed from a view-based contract to an ad-based contract. You understand? I don't care about views at all. What I care about is people enjoying the content and supporting it. And they do. People enjoy and support the content on the React channel. I make a decent amount on a monthly basis on that channel for the one show a week I do. And every once in a while doing movie reviews, which, by the way, tonight I think I will review Halloween Kills. I think I should have time to do that later tonight. Like, just because you look at the videos like, oh, they only have a few hundred views. And? What's your point? I'm making a living doing this. You realize that, right? I make a whole full-time job out of this. Even though I don't have viral views. You understand how significant that is? How different that is from the formula that most YouTubers abide by. We must maximize the appeal from widespread viewers who just don't fucking care or could put a thought in anything they do because they rely on, they need that. I don't need that. I have people who love what I do and enjoy it and support it for what it is. Not just because it's popular. You understand? In fact, I'm not popular, but I'm still successful. That's harder to do. Get it? But no, I don't want to do a politics channel right now at all. I'm not interested in it. Maybe someday in the future, but not right now.
Tipping me helps me more than anything.